Hello everybody, RV living with the geezer, and I'm just leaving a familiar place for me lately, the veterinarian's place over here in Peaster. Blanca's not with me, she's back at home, but I had to come over and get her heart medicine refill. I guess she'll be on that for as long as she's around, so got to get it refilled every month. And also she's started having some diarrhea problems again, so they gave me some more antibiotics. So yeah, just got to do what you got to do. But yeah, we're in, this is Peaster, Texas. It's just outside of Weatherford, Texas. Peaster's got, I think, I looked it up, I think a couple of thousand people. We're about 9 miles northwest of Weatherford. And they said that, wonder if anybody out there knows what Peaster, Texas is famous for. Now this is it's a biggie here. Peaster, Texas is the birthplace of Robert Howard. Okay, who's Robert Howard, geezer? Robert Howard was a writer that created the character Conan the Barbarian. So I tell you what, guys, now you can just tell everybody that you learned something today from the geezer. Something that is, I mean, this is big. Yeah, the guy that created Conan the Barbarian is from Peaster. Look at that old farmhouse. I like that house right there. It's just like your typical farmhouse. I tell you what, this is really nice country right over in here. This is really horse country out here. You'll see several just here in the next few miles, several really nice horse ranches. Like I've said before, there's just a lot of, see this pipe fencing on the right? It's on the left too, you can't see it, but it's just every ranch here has that pipe fencing. And I tell you what, that's high dollar stuff, guys. But they use that pipe fencing because they don't want to put, you don't want to put barbed wire up with a quarter horse that might be worth, $500,000. You know, take a chance on him getting tangled up. So all these ranches up here, not that they all have $250,000 quarter horses, but a whole lot of them do. This is the epicenter for Texas rodeo up here in this area. Other parts of the state can claim it, but this is pretty much rodeo country up here. If you all watch pro rodeo, a lot of your cowboys come out of within a 100-mile radius of Stephenville and Fort Worth. So there's lots of high dollar horses up in this area. Yeah, this is if you like to keep up with where we are when we're driving around. This is I think it's Farm to Market 920, and it runs from Weatherford up to Bridgeport, Texas. I think it stops at Bridgeport. It might go further, I don't know. If it does, I've never been on that section of it. This vet that I'm taking her to is, see, there's a bunch of horses right there on the right we just passed. It's about 40 minutes back to Boyd. And I take her over here because My son had a goat one time on a weekend. The goat's name was a real nice goat too. His name was Chili, and he got sick, real sick on a weekend, and we called the vets around Boyd, and none of them had emergency service, and you know, we had to do something, and the only one we could find that would come out was this vet over here in Peaster. And the doctor drove to Boyd, you know, and he had to end up putting Chili down. But so, you know, that goes a long ways with me. When you have a problem with your pet on a weekend, you want a vet that'll handle emergencies. And I called these people recently on a weekend with Blanca problem that she had, and they have a tech that's on duty taking calls, and they will get a hold of the doctor, and they'll call you back and let you know what to do. And then they have a referral that they refer that you can go to that's open on weekends. There's a veterinary hospital in Weatherford that you can go to 7 days a week, you know, in case an emergency comes up. So I'll get off that subject. I'm talking enough about sick animals that I'm sort of tired of that. But anyway, yeah, it's cloudy today. That sign back there said 101. My truck says 100. But actually, that doesn't feel too bad today. It's been, you know, 104 and 105. Building a lot of new homes out here. These are all new to your right over there. Yeah, this area, Fort Worth's moving to the west and northwest. It's from Springtown, which we're going to come to up here. It's a pretty easy commute into Fort Worth because they have really worked on that's Texas Highway 199. They widened it, made it a really super nice highway, and it cut a lot of the time driving off of it. They added lanes to it. It's an easy drive into Fort Worth, so people are more inclined to move out here. But yeah, it's pretty country out here, I'll tell you. Over to my left now, there's some Angus cattle. This is just all ranching country out in here, either cattle or horses. And as you can see, that's still pipe fence over there. If I was to come up here as a young man, I would seriously think about starting either building pipe fence, if you had welders that you could hire, or starting a company painting. Because you have to keep it painted. You know, it's not real often, but you do have to paint it every so often. So it'd be an endless amount of work. You know, you'd have a job security, let's put it that way. Oh, we're going to pull over here. Here comes an emergency vehicle. In Texas, you pull over, you stop and pull over to the side of the road. That was an EMS, like a EMS officer's vehicle. It wasn't an ambulance. It was, it can't transport anybody in that, but they're probably backing a call up somewhere. Now this little town right here is called Poolville. And Poolville has a famous person, sort of famous. I guess this one is probably more famous than the writer that created Conan. This Poolville is the home of Bob Tallman. And you're saying, well, who's Bob Tallman, geezer. Come on now. Coming up with all these big names. Oh, Bob Tallman, if you're a rodeo fan, he is one of the main announcers on the Cowboy Network that does all the rodeos on TV. And he announces at the National Finals Rodeo every year in Las Vegas. So he owns a ranch here in Poolville. Poolville's not even as big as Peaster. And I take this little Poolville cutoff. It's a little shortcut. And I'll keep the video running. I'm going to stop up here. When we get up to Highway 199, there's there's a convenience store there. I'm going to stop and get some iced tea. Throat's getting dry. So yeah, we got the clouds built up. They're saying there's a moderate possibility up here of rain tomorrow afternoon. It hasn't rained in a long time. You can see it's getting pretty brown. Some of these fields, like to the right here, the one you just saw is green, but I guarantee you that's irrigated. They have those, you've seen them, they've got wheels on them and it's pipes, and they just creep along and water the fields. And that one back there, I guarantee you, it was irrigated. But it's sort of a little catch-22 right now with my videos. It's hard for me to leave Blanca very long at the house because she's taking that medicine that makes her want to use the restroom pretty often. So I can't be gone more than a couple hours during the day. So I can't really. When the weather gets cooler, I'll just take her with me. She still can get in the truck, not hop in, but she can still get in the truck. But I can't do it now because I wouldn't be able to stop and get out and do anything. I couldn't leave her in the truck. It's too hot. So I have started to stick close to the house till the weather cools off, and then we'll get out and go over to Mineral Wells, and we'll go all over this area and do some videos. And by the way, I got two gifts. Let's see, let me get this right. Ernie Mello sent me a card, a very nice card, and watches my channel, and he sent me a plug-in, one of those plug-in deals that you plug in a computer, and it's got music on it. It's got 50s, 60s, and 70s music. Now, I don't have a computer, I haven't been able to listen to it, but anyway, thank you, Ernie. I appreciate that plug-in, and I'll hang on to it until I come up with a computer. Down the road someday, I'll probably get a little Chromebook. And my second one came yesterday, and it was anonymous, and it was a very nice gift for my gas tank. And I believe this person has sent me a gift before, because I recognize the area that it's postmarked from. And I won't even mention, as I don't think they don't want any recognition for it. They just say they enjoy my channel, and it was for my gas tank. So you know who you are. You mailed it like 3 days ago, and it got here already. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that a lot. Here's that little store. This is Highway 199. So guys, I'm gonna pull it on all in there, and like I say, once the weather cools off a little bit, we're gonna start going out and going a lot further. But so just hang in there with me. there's plenty to film around Boyd, and I got a few videos I'm gonna do on tips around the RV and different things around the RV, what I'm doing. Fixing to do one on minimalizing. I'm collecting too much stuff. So anyway, guys, peace to y'all. There's a pipe fence right in front of us. Peace to y'all. Stay blessed. Stay positive. And just stick together. You know, all this hate we got going on. It's been going on a while too in this country. I'm almost 72, and I've never seen it this bad. I'm sure it was this bad during the Civil War, but how's the country supposed to get better if we're on Facebook calling each other names and shooting memes out there at each other and showing hate between political parties and blame? You know, how united we stand, divided we fall. I mean, come on. You know, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm just letting it out. But you know, there's so much of it out there that that's why I stay away from politics. You know, I try to stay positive on this channel, and I'm positive about one thing: the country won't heal till this hate goes away amongst the people that live in the country. You know, we're fighting ourselves. We're tearing our country apart. So, you know, but yeah. So, yeah, stay positive, guys, and try to work together on things. You know, let's come up with some solutions on making things better instead of just trying to throw blame. All right, everybody. I don't know how many people stuck with me to the end on that one either, but we'll be talking at you later. Pray for rain. Everybody in Texas is. Adios, my friends. Bye-bye.